Hello guys, today we will discuss the third type of the schedule, which is serializable schedule. So let's discuss what is exactly a serializable schedule. A non-serial schedule is a serializable schedule if its result is equal to the serial schedule. In the last video, we have seen that what is a non-serial schedule. In that non-serial schedule, we have concluded that in the last कि all the possible non-serial schedule will not give you the consistent value as given by the serial schedule. So it says that if we have some non-serial schedule and we have to find what is exactly which are the serial schedule, so we will say that those schedule which give the same result as of serial schedule will be considered as the serializable schedule. So here I am taking an example in which we have two transactions T1 and T2 which are their corresponding instructions. So we will find their result first in the serial manner and then in the non-serializable schedule manner. Okay, non-serial schedule manner. So we will say if we get the both result are the same, then we will say this non-serial schedule is a serializable schedule. Okay guys. So I have taken four variables in this transaction which are A, B, C, D, and these are their corresponding values. So first of all, I will run T1 completely, then T2 completely in a serial way. Okay guys, see. Suppose in a serial way, I have read this, execute T1 first, then I read A, then read B, and I will add the value of B in A. That means A's value is 500 and B's value is 600, which gives you 1100. Okay guys, the value of A is 1100 and in the next instruction it write to the buffer or the temporary variable. Okay, so it is A will be write back to the values. Now this value will be reflected back to the T2 because it is written here. Now we will not consider T2 first here because I have to run this completely. Then after that this instruction we will not move here, we will go this way. Okay, now it reads value of C. Okay, now we will add the value of B with the C. So B's value is 600 and C value is 700, which gives you 1300. Okay, now I write the value of B here. Okay guys, the value of B is this one. Now after that I will do the transaction to T2. That means it reads the value of A here. Okay, so it is already written here. This is the updated value, I will say. So it reads value of A here, then add the value of A plus C. That means A will be A, that is 1100 plus 6. C is 700, which is equal to 1800. Okay, now it write the value of A, that means it is updated. Now after that it read the value of B. Okay guys, the B value is 1300 and it add the value of D in that. So 1300 plus D, that is 800, which is equal to 2100, which is B's updated value because it writing it value. Now in the serial manner I get these two values, that is A is equal to 1800 and B is equal to 2100. Okay guys, now I will run this transaction in the concurrent value manner, that means in a non-serial schedule manner. So let's see. First of all, I run this one. Okay, so first of all it read the value of A and read the value of B and add them. That means A values will be 500 plus 600, which is equal to 1100. Okay guys, it write the value of A. Okay, then after that I read this one. Transaction T2 read the value of A, then add the value of C in A. That means by transaction T2, here is A plus C. That means A's value is 1100 because it has written that value. Okay, C value is 700, which is equal to now 1800. Okay guys, now the CPU transfer to this one. It reads the value of C and add the value of B plus C here. So that means B value is B plus C, which is equal to B value is 600 here. First of all, then it adds the value of C in it. C value is 700, which is equal to 1300. Okay guys, now the CPU transfer to this one. It read the value of B. B value is 1300. Then it add the value of D here. Okay guys, now by transaction T2, that is by transaction T1 and that is by transaction T1. B value is right now 1300 because it has written this value. Now after that 1300 it will transfer to this one and plus D, that is 800. which is equal to 2100, and it write back to the B values. Now I get this, this value and this value from in a non-serial schedule or in a concurrency, and I get this value in a serial manner or in a serial manner. Okay, the value of A is 1800, here is 1800 also. The B value in a serial manner is 2100, it is also 2100. Okay, in a non-serial schedule. That means I am getting the both equal values in a non-serial schedule and in the serial schedule. That means it is a serializable schedule. Serializable. Okay guys, because we are getting the same result from the serial schedule and in the non-serial schedule. So this is all about what is exactly schedule and their types. In the next video, we will start with the new topic, that is serializability. In that we will see how we can find this schedule is a serializable schedule or not. Okay guys, so get ready with the videos. And guys, please, if my videos are helping you to, as I always say, please like and share this video and subscribe the channel, and please do follow the playlist of this subject. Okay, the link is under the description. Thank you and take care.